For the crepes, I have 3 eggs, 1 1/4 cups of milk, 1 cup of all-purpose flour with an 1/8 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 cup of melted butter. Okay, first thing you want to do is place your milk, your cooled butter, make sure it's not hot, and your 3 eggs, into the bowl. Flat surface, don't do it on the edge. Get your whisk. Beat the eggs. Add them into your milk butter mixture. Give it another stir. Then you're going to, again, I've already sifted this flour. I just want to mix in the salt. Slowly add it into your crepe batter. Cover it and let it rest for 10 minutes. For the whipped cream, I have a 1/2 cup of heavy cream along with the 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. Okay, we're going to add the cream and the vanilla along with the powdered sugar. And we are going to whisk. Start it slowly and then increase. Turn the bowl as you go. You know when it's done, when it doesn't come out of the bowl. For the cream cheese filling, I have cream cheese with vanilla extract, powdered sugar, and kosher salt. Okay, you go ahead and get the powdered sugar and add it to the cream cheese, salt, and vanilla extract. If it's at room temperature, you should be able to do it with the fork to get it started. If not, go ahead and use your stand-up mixer if it's cold. So you just want to kind of get everything combined here. Once you get it combined, you can go ahead and whisk it in. Smooth it out. Okay, first thing you want to do is go ahead and add your water, your cornstarch, and this is actually called a slurry. And then we'll add the sugar in there. And then just kind of mix it up. This will eventually thicken when you bring it up to a simmer. For the strawberries, select one of the more uniform strawberries. This will be for your garnish. Then when taking out the stems, use a paring knife. Just go around. Again, just use your knife, go around the end. Okay, so that you don't have any waste. So this is what you don't want to do. You don't want to cut it across. You want to kind of go to the stem, go around, and remove. Okay, first thing you want to do is get your flame on, and this will begin to thicken up. Once it comes to a simmer, you can add your strawberries. You can cut those up in quarters or eighths depending on the size. Once it starts to thicken, you can add your strawberries in there and basically steep them in there. I'll lower it a little. Give it a stir. Add your strawberries. Let those steep in. And if you want to smash a couple of them, you can. You can use a fork. Let that come back up to a nice little boil or a simmer. And then just smash a couple of them just to give it a little more body. And then turn it off. And there's your strawberry sauce, and you let it cool down. Okay, then you're going to get a pan, put it on medium heat with about a teaspoon of oil. Just kind of make sure you get that oil in there. And usually the first one doesn't usually come out as good as the rest, but you can do this several ways. You can use a 2-ounce ladle, set it in, and then work your pan. Work this all the way around. Okay, you might have to put a little bit more so we're around the edges. Just so you get the whole thing. Now the whole idea is to get the crepe and twist it around. Once you do that, let it continue to cook on low. Once you see that it's starting to cook, then you're going to use your spatula and remove it. So this kind of works just like pancakes, and usually the first one isn't always the best one. Okay, use your, flip it around. And then, what you want to do is you can get your cream cheese, put a little in the center, and then fold it over, just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you kind of want to brown this. Now you can also put them in the oven also. So then you want to increase your heat a little. And again, you want a nice little brown color on there. So we're going to go ahead and get this to the point where it's nice and brown. And for the most part, this will stay nice and oiled. You'll be able to make several other crepes. So we'll get this going. And then you can just flip it over with your spatula. Again, don't use any metal on the Teflon. You want to use your high-tempered rubber spatula. And again, to get a nice color on the other side for your presentation side. So check it. And that's what you're looking for. Just like that. Okay, we'll do another one. Set this on our plate. Again, lower it down. So roughly about 2½ ounces of crepe batter. And then just roll it just like this. That's the key. And then these will look a lot better. And then let it go until you start to see the edges cook. Once you see that, then you can start to flip it. Again, you might want to wear gloves when you do this, but the whole idea is to get it at the edge. Turn it around, lower your flame. A little of the cream cheese mixture, about a tablespoon, right in the center. Flip it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Might be a little hot, so again, if you need to wear gloves, wear gloves. Increase the heat, and this one we're going to flip. So you can do some practice flips on these too. So once you get it to that temp, all right, give it a flip, and there we go. That one's done. Set it on your plate. Okay, so we've got this on the plate. You add a little strawberry sauce that's been cooled down. Place it right on top, or however you want to do it. Just like that. Get your strawberry, and you can do a little fan. So I'm just cutting it like that, and we'll fan it so it looks like that. Then we'll get a whipped cream, place it on top, and there you go. There's your Blintz.